Hi everyone, I just wanted to give you a little idea of what Shakeology has done for me. And I added you to this group because you're somewhat interested, and I just for a few days I'm going to post some stuff about um, just the benefits of it, how it's helped me and a few others, and just sort of so you can get some information, because a lot of people think that it's just a protein shake or it's just for weight loss or whatnot. And actually, it's not any of those. It's not a protein shake because it has many, many, many other nutrition um, ingredients than protein. It's not for weight loss necessarily. It can assist in weight loss. And I always say that if it helps you lose weight, that's like a huge benefit. You can't lose weight just by drinking pretty much any shake out there, anything. You have to, in combination with exercise and healthy eating, in my opinion. And actually, probably that's just a fact. Um, you know, if you eat a bunch of cookies or something like that and have a shake, it's not going to make you lose weight. So it's not just for weight loss. It's actually really more known and created to improve health conditions. And just a few of the health conditions that I have had people have success with it are high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, fibromyalgia, lupus. Um, I have a blood disorder, and I've had it since I was born, and it's very, very rare. And I get B12 injections once a week. I give them to myself, two of them. I've got them my whole life. They've tried other things like B12 tablets, which I'd have to take a really, really high amount of it. And even if I did, my body, I'm also missing an enzyme that helps you absorb B12 into your bloodstream. So regardless of whatever I eat, I cannot absorb it. So that's why the injections are the only way for me to get B12. And your blood cells need B12. So if I didn't get this huge overdose of B12, basically, I wouldn't make any blood cells, which is what was happening when I was a baby. My hematocrit was like next to nothing. My parents were told I wouldn't live to be a year old. So that's sort of is why I'm so passionate about this, and why I just know it can change people's lives, because I see what it's done for me, and something that I've suffered with my whole life, this blood disorder. Yes, it's treatable, but it's also exhausting, because when I get my shots, it takes about 5 days for my body to catch up with my blood counts. So I've got it's like a up and down roller coaster for me with my blood counts and my energy levels. And if I miss a day or I start to get lax, which I've had a really hard time since I have had kids to take care of myself, I get exhausted to the point where I basically can't get out of bed. Like my body is just like dead. So since drinking Shakeology, I never get to that point anymore. And I actually am able to go sometimes a few days over the 7 days of doing my shots, and I don't even notice it. I don't have those days where I'm like dead and can't move. So it really, really helps with my energy level. There's a lot of things in Shakeology also that help with absorption of nutrients. So my body actually most likely is, I mean, this is all I can attribute it to, because I've never done anything different besides drink Shakeology the past year, and I have had this blood disorder my whole life. I've tried all different things. I've tried high B12 like drinks. Like there's one they used to have at Sam's, and they would say it had like 40,000 times the amount of B12. So I tried that. It didn't do anything for me. But so because stuff in nutrients and Shakeology help your body absorb nutrients, my body is actually able to absorb nutrients, B12, from foods that I ingest more than I ever was in the past. I couldn't absorb it from foods before. So now my B12 injections, and in combination with any foods I eat that have B12, really is helping me, because it's absorbing it from foods and I'm getting it from Shakeology. So, and my injections. So I just can't even explain to you, because I just know what it's done for me with that. Okay, so that's just one thing. Sorry this is going on, but I really feel it's important to understand something when you're going to invest in it. And this is definitely, definitely an investment in your health. It's, going to help you either potentially get off medications that are costing you money, avoid going to the doctor because you won't get sick as much. It's going to help you prevent, if you're young, prevent maybe health conditions that will occur in your life. You don't even know what kind of things could come up in your lifetime. People develop all kinds of things as we get older. So it'll help prevent some of those things that you may have had, come on you, and you won't get them now. And so just there's lots of different things. I mean, this is a stupid thing, but I had a wart on my finger for 20 years, okay? The first 3 weeks I was using Shakeology, I didn't even pay attention to it, and then I was looking at my finger, and I'm like, it's gone. And I Googled what kind of foods can you eat to get rid of warts, and actually spinach was really, really high up there on the list because it fights the HPV virus, which causes warts. So I was like, and I've never eaten spinach before in my entire life, except that now when I started the 21 Day Fix, I'd been putting it in my shakes every single morning for 3 weeks, and voila. And it's so funny because then I was at the foot doctor with my daughter, and there was like a brochure about warts, and I said they should advertise eat spinach, but of course doctors' offices aren't going to do that. So anyways, so it just, there's so many little things you don't even know what it's doing for your body that it's going to help. I mean, the smallest little part of your body it's going to reach. And so it just is really one of those things that's very, very different than anything out there. If you look at protein shakes out at the stores, you're going to see all they have is protein in them. Like the ingredient list is like 2 things. And either that or a bunch of fillers that you can't even pronounce. So there's a lot of stuff you can't pronounce necessarily in Shakeology, but it's all nutrients originally from what it was grown from in the ground, ground up and put in Shakeology. It's not processed, it's not changed, it's not anything. So even like sometimes people in the past have had allergies to certain things, but they can actually drink Shakeology because what they're allergic to is how it's processed. When things are processed, sometimes that's what people are actually allergic to, is the processed version of it, not the actual ingredient of how it was grown. So that's just a little bit, that I can kind of give you to try and help you understand the value in it and how it's very, very different than anything else out there. And I am a very skeptical person. I would never invest in something that was not top notch and really, really worth it. And so, and my husband, even now after I've been drinking a year, he's started to drink it, and he has had really, really high cholesterol in the past. And the only thing that he could do to correct it was exercise, and he got into running. And so we're really, and his cholesterol has gone down from his exercise, but we're also curious to see how this is going to help even lower it more. So there's my tidbits, and I will talk to you soon.